Have you lost all hope? A silence so deep it swallows your dreams? What if a spark still waits within? I see you, dear one, the one who lies awake at night, staring into the darkness. Each sleepless hour a reminder of the emptiness inside, a hollow ache that gnaws at your heart, whispering that nothing will ever change, that the dreams you once held have slipped through your fingers like sand, leaving you adrift in a sea of gray where every step feels heavier, every breath a quiet plea to let go of everything, to surrender to the weight of despair that presses down on your soul. I've been there, in that suffocating silence, wondering if light would ever find me again, feeling the same raw emptiness that now consumes you, the same longing for something more. Your despair is real. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you felt unseen. But here's the truth. You are not alone in it. I'm here with you, and together, we'll find that spark. That loss of hope feels like a heavy shadow. Can you find strength beneath it? I feel the weight pressing on your chest, a shadow so thick it dims every corner of your soul, a relentless despair that clings like damp fog, seeping into your bones, wrapping around your heart until it feels like you can't breathe, like every ounce of light has been snuffed out by the darkness you've been carrying for far too long. You're exhausted, aren't you? Reliving the pain, those moments of loss, those wounds that refuse to fade, the dreams you buried, the moments you felt your heart shatter drains you, leaving you weary beyond words. Your mind replaying every hurt until you can't tell where the past ends and the present begins. A cruel loop that keeps you trapped in a cycle of sorrow. Each memory a stone added to the burden you bear. A sense of worthlessness creeps in, whispering that you're not enough, that your struggles are invisible to the world, that no one sees the battles you fight in silence, the tears you've cried in the dead of night when the world was asleep. And yet, deep within, there's a hidden longing to heal, a faint cry you barely hear beneath the urge to give up, a whisper that says you want to feel alive again, to feel the warmth of hope, even if it feels so far away right now. I've carried those unseen burdens too, the silent load of shame and exhaustion that no one else sees, the weight of feeling like I was drowning in my own despair, wondering if I'd ever surface again, if I'd ever feel the sun on my face without the shadow following me. I know how it crushes your spirit, how it makes you question if you're worth saving, if there's any point in holding on when everything feels so heavy, so impossible. But listen to me, your endurance. Through this darkness is your first courage, a quiet strength that has kept you alive when everything else felt lost, a testament to the fire that still burns within you, even if it's just a flicker, waiting to be fanned into a flame once more. The past keeps pulling you back. What if facing it could lighten your load? I feel the tug of those old wounds on your heart, the way they whisper memories you'd rather forget, moments of pain that have scarred your spirit, each one a thread tying you to a time when hope felt so far away, a time when your dreams were shattered by the weight of repeated wounds, those betrayals, those losses, those moments you gave your all only to be left with nothing but echoes of sorrow. Hope fades when isolation wraps around you, doesn't it? When you feel unseen, unheard, as if no one can reach into the darkness to pull you out, leaving you to battle alone, your voice swallowed by the silence of loneliness, your heart aching for connection, yet fearing it all the same. And then there are the unmet expectations, the dreams you poured your soul into, the belief that things would get better, that love would stay, that success would come, only to watch them crumble. Each broken promise a dagger to your hope, each failure a voice telling you to stop dreaming, to stop believing in a tomorrow that feels so out of reach. I've felt that struggle too, the grip of the past like a chain I couldn't break, the memories that haunted my every step, the loneliness that made me feel like I was screaming into a void, the dreams I lost that left me hollow, wondering if I'd ever dare to hope again. The struggle to release that grip is real. The fear that letting go means losing a part of yourself. The fear that facing the past will break you even more. But here, me acknowledging the pain is the first step to freedom. A brave act of looking into the shadows and saying, I see you, I feel you, and I'm ready to let you go. Exhaustion is your soul's whisper for rest. What if stillness could rekindle your spirit? I feel the weariness in your bones, a heaviness that seeps into every part of you, a soul so tired it feels like it can't carry on, a body that mirrors the ache of a heart that has fought too long, too hard, against the shadows of despair, against the endless cycle of pain that has drained you, leaving you hollow, leaving you gasping for a moment of peace, a moment where you don't have to fight anymore. Let's pause together, right now, in this sacred moment. Let's break that cycle of exhaustion with something so simple, yet so profound. Take a deep breath, inhale slowly, feel the air fill your chest, hold it gently, then exhale, releasing a piece of that burden, that weight you've carried for so long. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath anchor you. Imagine your feet rooting into the earth, grounding you, holding you steady, reminding you that you are still here, still alive, still worthy. Now, close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and feel for that inner light, a soft glow within you, a light that has never left, a light that whispers you are enough, you are valuable, even in your weariness, even in your darkest hour, because that light is the essence of your soul, a divine spark that no despair can extinguish. I found my light in the depths of my own exhaustion, a quiet warmth that reminded me I was more than my struggles. And I know you can find yours too, right here, right now, in this stillness. Rest is the foundation to reclaim your life, a sacred act of love for yourself, a moment where you allow your soul to breathe, to heal, to prepare for the journey ahead, because you deserve that peace, that renewal, that chance to rise again. That hopelessness tried to break you. What if it forged your strength instead? I see the pain etched into your soul, the way despair has carved its mark, a relentless force that sought to shatter your spirit, to leave you in pieces, to convince you that you'd never rise again, that the weight of your sorrow was too much to bear, that every tear was proof of your weakness. But let's look closer together. Can you see it? That despair, those dark nights, those moments when you thought you'd crumble, they've shaped something within you, a quiet power you may not yet recognize, a strength born from surviving what felt unendurable. I've walked this path. My friend, I've stood in the ashes of my own hopelessness, feeling the sting of loss, the ache of a heart that wanted to give up, and yet, surviving became my strength, a testament to a fire that refused to die, even when I couldn't see its glow. Now, let's add a spiritual lens. Close your eyes and feel your soul's eternal value, a light that no darkness can erase, a sacred essence that has endured through every storm, a divine thread woven into your being, whispering that you are more than your pain, more than your struggles, that your worth is infinite, untouched by the shadows that tried to claim you. Those scars, you carry those moments of despair, they're not marks of defeat, they're proof of your enduring spirit, evidence of a heart that has beaten through the hardest winters, a soul that has held on when everything else fell away. Embrace them, not with shame, but with love, for they tell the story of your resilience, a story of a warrior who has fought unseen battles and emerged, not broken, but transformed, ready to step into the light of who you truly are. You deserve a life beyond this emptiness. What if healing begins with one step? I feel the longing in your heart, the ache to move past this despair, to step into a life where you're not defined by the shadows, where the emptiness that has haunted you for so long gives way to meaning, to joy, to a purpose that lights up your soul, a purpose that reminds you of your worth, of the beauty you still carry within, even after all you've endured, even after the nights you thought you'd never see the dawn. Let's take that first step together. Pick up a pen and write, pour your pain onto the page. Every hurt, every fear, every moment you felt lost. Let the words flow like tears you've held back. Let them release the weight you've carried in silence. Let them free you from the chains of despair that have held you for too long. Now, reach out. Seek connection. Find someone, a friend, a stranger with a kind smile, a voice that listens and share even a piece of your story. Because in that sharing, you'll find you're not alone. You'll find a hand to hold, a heart to understand, a reminder that you are seen, you are valued. I've written my pain and found solace in the pages. I've reached out and felt the warmth of another's presence. And it changed me. It showed me I was worthy of a life filled with meaning. You are to build that life now, with small acts of purpose, a smile you give, a dream you dare to dream again, a moment where you choose to believe in your own worth, because you are enough, more than enough, a soul deserving of every beautiful thing this world can offer. Every step forward is a triumph over the void, a quiet victory that says you are still here, still fighting, still growing into the person you are always meant to be, a person whose light shines brighter than any darkness. Hopelessness doesn't define you, your awakening does. Are you ready to live fully? I see the beauty within you, a soul that has weathered storms so fierce, a heart that has beaten through the darkest nights, a spirit that refuses to be defined by despair, even when it felt like the end. You can transcend this pain, my dear friend. With a gentle embrace of self-compassion, wrap your arms around your own soul. Forgive yourself for the days you couldn't rise. Honor the tears you've shed as proof of your courage, and let a spiritual awakening bloom within you, a sacred knowing that your essence is eternal, a light that no shadow can dim, a divine spark that has always been there, waiting for you to claim it, to recognize that you are more than your struggles, more than your wounds, more than the emptiness that once held you. So take this call to action, write your pain, let the words flow like a river cleansing your heart, feel your light, close your eyes and let that warmth fill you, embrace your worth, stand tall in the truth that you are enough, and start today, in this moment, with this breath, to step into the life you were born to live. I see your strength, that quiet power that has carried you through the unseen battles, that resilience that glows even in your weakest moments, and it moves me to tears. Let's rise together hand in hand, heart to heart into a dawn where your true essence shines, where the past is a shadow you've outgrown, where love and light guide your every step, because you are a miracle, a soul worthy of all the beauty this world holds, and I am with you, always, in this beautiful ascent.